Oh, well.
Yeah, you got that. All right. I'm bringing the meeting to order. All right.
Oh, it's going on 2 pages.
Can I tell everybody my favorite book before we start?
Oh, good.
Okay. Olive Kitten.
Oh.
Yeah, Olive Kitteridge. Yeah, Kitteridge. I got her that one.
I did 5 because I usually do 6.
Okay, no.
Yeah,
you're fine.
so we'll have to-
Rebecca. I have
Okay,
I
I'll
have to look it up.
I have-
Here.
And ring forks, you're gonna have to use your finger, so there's a. I almost did one.
Yeah, that's fine. I got it. Okay. This is a real pan.
Yeah, it's probably like our age.
Yeah.
My mom.
Because some of those other ones, they rust when you look at them, they get near the dishwater and they start rusting. Did you get one? I like it.
Was Siberian Husky dog?
Yeah.
Is that-
Yes. Yes.
Okay, is there any additions or modifications to the agenda at all? No. No, okay. Did everybody read the minutes?
Yes.
Okay, I only have one correction to the minutes. It would, your date is said November 1st on there. I think it's December 1st for that contract. In there, that's the only thing I saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have brought that up if I'm.
Okay, you had read them. Okay, so motion to accept the minutes.
Oh, second, or do I have the first?
First,
First, yeah,
Second.
first.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. Hadley, you're on.
Okay, so November was kind of quiet, between weather and holidays. We did not have as many people in the door as we did in October. But that's okay. We're still up for the year on library usage, so that is good. As you can see from my reports, we had 68 adults, 2 teenagers, and 18 kids. And we would have had more after school kids, but there was 1 week where I wasn't feeling well, so we didn't do after school. And then there was a snow day where they all decided to go sledding instead of hanging out with me at the library. I can't say I blame them. And this coming up for this new trimester that we're in, we don't have a specific group coming over. It's if they feel like it and if they have enough adults. So it could go either way. Our circulation is up this year over last year. And I also want to just say I looked at last year's Libby numbers and we had 4 users of Libby last November and we have 12 now. So I really like that. We are holding out steady with the same regular kids always coming to story time and our kindergarten readiness. Our book club is remaining steady with the same amount of people coming, but we have more readers of the book, but they're just not attending. So I don't know what that means. They like the books, they just don't want to take the time for discussion.
But they still read them?
But
Like
they
the
still read.
suggested?
Yeah. A lot of people were really excited about October's, and they're really excited about this month's James Harriet's. And we, for programming for this month, we have a movie night coming up next Friday. And then we're doing an adult paint and sip with non-alcoholic drinks to make Christmas trees. And we're gonna make Kimmy, I think that's how you pronounce it, ornaments. They're the fabric ones. And I didn't know there was a name for them. I remember making them, or my mom making them, and so they're really pretty. We don't have foraging this month, due to all of the holiday lights. And yeah, November was just quiet with all of the post-Halloween blow.
Okay. Oh, and you have fiber cones.
Yes, and and we have we have a lot of people who want to come, but with all of the holidays too, it's not a steady the schedule hasn't remained steady yet, so we haven't evened that out yet, but I know of at least 3 other people who haven't made it yet who are interested.
Okay.
Oh, are we doing Santa still? That's not on here.
I did not do a Santa.
Okay.
I partly because I didn't want to Mary doesn't have a Saturday off, so I wasn't gonna I didn't want to take his extra
day.
payroll
Okay.
and come up. So but we are doing the Tuesday before Christmas, we're doing a pajama story time.
So do you want Santa to show up for that?
If Santa wants to.
For the day?
The 23rd,
All right.
10
I
a.m.
can't commit right this second.
That's fine.
I don't think it'll be a big deal. No, because Arlene's appointments are the day before and then a week after, so should be good.
Is she doing good?
Very well.
Good.
She's very frustrated, but she can't do anything really.
She'll be able to soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
I went to Hannaford's yesterday. That was a biggie.
All right, MERP update on the construction and all that. I guess, well, you had the meeting with the MERP people that I missed.
Yes, so we talked about the installation. We do have to get some quotes to see if we want to continue forward on these 3 walls to see what it would take and if we can afford it.
Is there a hollow space in there?
There's no insulation in these walls.
Yeah,
But that core that somebody brought, look, you did.
Yeah,
it
no,
looked
there's
like it was
nothing.
solid.
Yeah, but there's nothing, no.
there's
space.
yeah, there's 2 separate.
I see if I have
So
that.
there's our wall, then there's another wall,
Yeah.
and then an inch or so away, there's another wall, and then there's the outside wall. And there's no insulation.
I guess that's pretty common with no on this.
That's me. That's a good question for Peter.
So what's the budget for
Two
insulation?
walls is a wall. Yeah.
I don't have it.
I think we have. I don't,
We had 41, right?
yeah,
And we're using basically 24.
yeah, so we have like 20 that we can use for it. And he said if we wanted to do that instead of the attic, we could or we could do
The
both.
attic's insulated.
So
Good, somebody check it.
No, okay. I don't mean to like divert off topic here,
That's all right. It's all the same topic.
but I did a lot of reading. So I don't know if Christine might be interested in doing this or what, I just have not had time. But I have found documents with each thing that has been done to the library and I highlighted it.
Nice.
And like, here's the furnace. I found the warrant for the furnace. So I have found different things that have been done, and I just highlighted whatever it was, like, I like, we had copper piping put in, light and fan fixtures. I believe that Ken Whitehead was the one who did the work. And I think that he insulated it. I want to say that he did. Because he had to get up there, and I think that I can clarify with Cheryl. But I remember her telling me or bringing it up to us, but I found all sorts of stuff pertaining to the library, when the windows were put in, stuff like that, like 2016, the windows were put in. So I did a lot of reading, a lot of reading.
So do we refer to you as Sherlock?
I don't want to be referred. It wasn't like I enjoyed it, reading all the minutes, but
Does it say anything about the board fixture?
no, I did not find anything on that.
Alright.
But Larry is going to be fixing that.
Okay, all right.
He's on it. That's along with our the spigot, and
Yeah,
I don't know when he's planning on doing that. I would assume probably spring at this point. I
Mhm.
thought he was going to do it, but it's not anything pressing at the moment. So I'm just saying that we did find stuff. I didn't mean to take you off.
No,
Target here, Hadley.
that's okay. And I did talk to him about the windows in the basement. And he doesn't think the easement itself will be covered by the MERP grant, but he didn't say anything about the window. He just said the easement, because the grant is for energy efficiency, not fire safety.
Which doesn't make it.
we got 2 for 1.
So that one is still being
Well, now
talked
that there's
about.
a hole in the wall, that would be an energy efficient.
And I will say that there
I
are
thought we
3
should do
windows
that
installed.
before.
I thought
We
we had
did it.
emailed about that.
Yeah.
I know, so,
Oh, no, they approved it because I put it as part of the initial request.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so they approved it. I'm gonna go with, not the
sure.
verbal like, he didn't, when he emailed about our conversation, he didn't even bring up the windows, so it may have slipped his mind, so I'm not even gonna.
She brought it up purposefully, and they approved it.
Yeah, I put it as part
That
of
was
some like the
woman
email.
that did, Marla.
Mhm.
No, when we
it
sent
went
it to
to
the state.
No, it went to somebody
Oh,
else.
yeah, okay.
So that's the other, so thank you for bringing up Marlena. So that was one thing that he did bring up, that for some reason she's just stopped communicating. And so she was supposed to be at our meeting too, and she wasn't here. We don't know why.
Okay.
So if we email her and we don't get a response, I think we have to. I know someone else that works in our office that we
Okay.
could maybe find out who else to reach out to.
to.
I will say, yeah, there's 3 windows installed downstairs.
Yeah.
And the one that's not installed, I think it's because there's stuff in front of it that we have
He
to.
just didn't get to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I think Monday he's planning on, because Kenny will be back.
okay.
Kenny wasn't here. Well, that's why I came over and helped him do this one. And then
Are they going to
Kenny's
remove
back.
that cement out of there?
Yeah, I told him we put it at your house. Where do you want it?
But you can throw it in the pit over there.
No, you can't.
Why can't you? That's where we threw our stairs.
You should know. Well, it's only supposed to be. Oh, never mind. I'll do this another time. No, I think he's bringing either a dump trailer or we'll put it in the back of his truck, but
Come get me. I need a vacation. 3
It's gonna
spots in a
be,
hot sounds good to me at this point.
it's gonna be taken care of. Well, probably Monday. Well, I shouldn't say that. It'll be
so-
soon.
I wanted to mention to you, and I keep forgetting. There's a light that keeps getting plugged in downstairs.
That's what that was. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been driving by and I
It just doesn't. So if they plug it in, they just need to unplug it because
Okay.
it doesn't turn off with the switch.
All right.
And now I know why it's always unplugged.
So I guess, Mike, since you're the one talking to him, you said the frame is supposed to be here on the 8th.
Yeah.
Okay, we're past our deadline with the contract, obviously, that he signed to.
Yeah.
And the handicap ramp, I don't expect him to do it in the wintertime, but I do not want to be getting left in the dark on this one. You know what I'm saying? Where somebody does not do the job.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Can you tell me how that window works downstairs?
Nope, I haven't even looked at it yet.
My husband.
I left before he put it
Oh.
in. I helped him put it in.
It opens out.
So-
I know that much because my husband was fooling around with it when we were here last night.
So we can't escape yet.
You can't
Yeah,
anyway
but
because
how-
cement block is there. So
Yeah.
you crawl out and you crawl out.
Yeah, is there gonna be something there to?
It's gonna be
step
a
on?
stair, yeah.
But is that gonna block the stairway going downstairs?
No,
Wow.
No.
He's steep.
steep
Well,
for us old farts, but a
Yeah.
kid can get out of there pretty easy, so. Um, yeah, the other thing that we need to. Well, it's not really the MERP grant, so keep going.
No, 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 just say it. Let's just get
The plan that we have for. This one here for the building. That,
yeah, we gotta
The
talk
one
about
that-
that.
Yeah, but
okay.
No, I've got, we've got.
We- big time.
Okay, so I think that that's. Anybody else have any questions about the MERP?
I just want to confirm that yes, in the original request email, I did specifically reference the basement egress window. So just confirming that we do have it in
Okay.
writing. So
Yeah.
They paid us, so.
they paid us out for it, so.
All right, so I'll tell them not to bother. I asked them to. Keep that out, keep track of his hours and
Well,
stuff.
I would anyway, I would have him
Yeah,
do
he
that
probably
anyway,
done. So, yeah.
but, okay. So let's move on to the capital grant because that's gonna be a little bit of a lengthy conversation.
I know how I felt after, and I'm pretty sure I know how Wendy felt after that webinar.
That's not encouraging.
It was not an encouraging webinar.
Oh,
For libraries in
In
what way?
no addition.
Oh, wow.
Like. They're looking, the way they worded this was just really, and I'm sorry if anybody from the library watches this, but it was like. We want it, let me see what, I wrote it down, so way that she said it, and it was just, I was just like.
And who is she?
Whoever.
Kathy Bell, she's the state librarian.
Oh.
Um,
That was really yummy.
think about cohesively, the way that you word you're improving. You know, like accessibility and egresses versus I have a window that's broken and my frame needs fixing my door. They want it worded. You can't just,
Legalese.
you can't just like write. I've got a window that's broken, the frame needs to be like replaced and energy efficient and our roof is leaking. They want it.
They want it really general. And we also can't, they also don't want us to state specifics about our community that would give away what community we're in. Cause they want it to be like the committee who decides on it to be blind.
oh, yeah. Okay. That's-
But I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know, like, but at the same time, they said they want to at least have one town in every county. So I don't know how you're going to do that without having some qualifying information.
There's a kid somewhere.
But they
Right,
have it throughout their form that it'll kick you out if you're answering it.
right.
No, you're not qualified
Yeah.
for this. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So I did ask, I specifically, I said, you know, for accessibility, our bathrooms in our basement were 900 square feet. If we were to put a bathroom on our library floor, I lose my adult fiction section. And I was like, so we were looking at an addition. And she's like, if you word it right, and it's just a tiny little bathroom addition.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well say,
Porta potty.
That's what I was just about to
Yeah.
say. You might as well put a porta potty on that.
Oh,
So I have a meeting time set up with Alex for next week, where we can talk about a game plan and go over this, because he forgot about the webinar, so he's going to watch the video.
Yeah.
Which I thought was also that was 2 hours when I hopped off.
Yeah, no, I was there for most of it, except for like that 15-20 minutes, but let me see if I can find the things that this funding is intended to address critical repairs needed for existing building. I can send these to you, Christine, if you want. Needed for public library buildings, including building system repairs or replacement, building envelope repairs and structural repairs, internal ramps, external ramps, lifts, accessible restrooms.
So we're definitely aiming at the accessibility issue.
Yeah.
And we had talked about
Yep.
with this, we had talked about putting a porch on the front. I think that could probably still be part of the conversation, because it would make the front more accessible to anyone with
I
mobility.
don't know. I
issues.
didn't get that. I didn't get that. I got like bare bones from them.
Um,
Although I wanted to faint when I heard the Dummerston Library. How are they getting their budget approved? Seriously, their fuel oil bill. Just take a wild guess.
3,000.
yeah.
Oh my god,
A lot.
this is library. No.
For the over the year.
Over the year.
Oh, over
She
the
said-
year.
She said She said $9,000 to $10,000.
I don't know.
I
Demerson, it's I think it's south. It's mid or south.
but it's
Yeah.
it looks like
Mountainy.
it looks similar to the size of like the Highgate Library. That's the only one I can really
Oh.
think of, or maybe
Which is only slightly bigger than us,
Yeah.
really.
it didn't look that
I was thinking it's-
that big, but I was like, whoa, you must have a really great town. Because I mean, if I were sitting in that town meeting, I'd be saying, take 5,000 and drill some holes in your walls. Okay, so the department aims to support libraries across the state by awarding capital grant funds from one of its 2 programs to at least one public library in each of Vermont's 14 counties. Location of the public library, county, or geographical region may factor heavily in the determination of the awards. The start date, we could apply yesterday, but it ends in March, right? Late
Yeah,
March.
March. So we have time.
Yeah, and project completion has to be done by December 31st, 2028. So lots of time to get the work done. You have to be a municipal library, provide free service to the public, and receive annual financial support from the town. One thing, the public libraries are eligible if they are open 14 hours a week, open at least 5 evening or weekend hours, which we are, and open 50 weeks a year, which we
Yeah,
are.
I wanted to know what their definition of evening hours were. 6 o'clock is evening, but are they looking for later than that?
No, I would say afternoon to evening. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know any library.
That's open past 7.
Past 6, do you?
yeah, this one used to be open till 7, but not anymore.
St. Albans closes at 6.
Swan, maybe they're 6 now. At one time they were 7. Or they have programs go until 7. I know that. Maybe they're
Yeah, but those are
not.
special.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
Yeah.
do.
They're
What about
considered thing.
Westford?
I have no clue on that one.
Yeah.
But they base the grant on a point system, and like one of them right off the top is you have to have an environmental
Yeah.
you have to have an assigned environmental review. You get 150 points right off the top for that.
How much is that?
I don't know.
Who does that?
I think the state, right? I got the,
I got the impression it was somebody from the state. You know who would know would be Marlena, I bet. If we can get a hold of her or someone in her office.
yeah. But what's goofy is they have 20 grants that they're going to give out between $100,000 and $400,000. I
So I
mean,
don't know why we can't. If we-
and we couldn't ask for this.
yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to
We
me.
can ask it, we just have to have it in their language.
I was gonna say, I don't think there's anything we can't ask.
We just have to have.
yeah.
good
Well, they
reason.
said no expansions. They clearly state no expansions.
When I asked specifically for our library, she said it would have to just be like a little bump out for a bathroom.
A bump out. That's it.
Oh,
I mean,
so
are they
this-
coming to like, I mean, I know we're reporting on it, but like, you know, I think, I don't know.
I don't
What
know.
was all, I thought that was all approved by that lady that's not answering you.
This is a
This
different
another
grant.
Separate.
This is a different grant.
This isn't MERT. This is the capital grants. This is the one. Remember when we had it with Nikki a long time
Yep.
ago? And you had to be shovel ready. Yep. This is the other end of that. It was supposed to be pretty much the same
And
the
they
second
changed
time
it.
around, and they changed it.
And I think a lot of libraries with, you know, because there were a lot of people who said I wasn't ready for the last grant. Like we weren't shovel ready.
Right.
And they expected things to be on a really tight timeline. And so like there were a lot of ones that were like, we weren't ready for that one. We were expecting this to be very similar, and now you're saying it's completely different.
Yeah, it is.
Completely.
It is
It's a
completely
little-
different, and it's disappointing. So maintenance, repairs, and accessibility improvements of the buildings that currently serve public libraries. So,
So I'm using the back of her. This
Right.
is where her bathroom was. No, that's the stairs, but you know, there's our stairs. Right? Yeah. So
bathroom, I
stairs.
think is about this, a little bit bigger than.
And this was gonna be the bathroom, so, yeah, she had. I'm wondering if we can get away with having a door here, because we have to have,
The back door.
we have to have a back door, like if we do anything to this building, they're going to say we have to do that. So I'm wondering if we can get away with having the door here and at least get half that space.
Mhm.
Instead of,
Are we still looking into the T-Mobile thing?
yes.
What's that?
So there's a T-Mobile grant that will do up to 50,000 for rural communities specifically. For it says it says making updates to libraries, community buildings, like it's for community itself. We will have to get 5 letters from community members of support, 5 letters of support. I mean, we need 2 for this other grant anyway, so
50,000 is not, I don't know if that's gonna put a,
It's
mean-
about a third of the bid that we got.
I mean, granted, we would have bathroom and a
Mm.
back door possibly,
Maybe.
and a septic.
and a septic through the
Oh.
state. Or through this,
Not for
Um,
50,000.
No. Through the
we could get up to $400,000. In other words, so we would have our septic done through the HUD thing, not T-Mobile.
Okay.
We're looking to get T-Mobile on top of,
of that to
Of
do
that.
the other part. And I know we had also wanted to do brick all out, but that might be something
I don't think they would even,
that we can afford.
they wouldn't do, under this, there's no way, Rebecca. I'm telling you that they're talking about like repairs. Uh,
Yeah, because we might be able to get that much. So,
like their biggest complaint, or I shouldn't say complaint, but their biggest thing that they were really pushing towards is they didn't want to be breaking ground for anything. They didn't want anything like that going on, which was confusing to me. Choice limiting actions include awarding bids to contractors, property acquisition, site clearance, rehabilitation, construction, demolition, and ground disturbing work. Like they wanted to steer away from
Right.
a lot of that stuff. But they want you to do an environment, like the environmental thing. You get 150 points if you have that done right away, and it's in your.
But I got the impression like the ground disturbance was, they didn't want you to do ground disturbance before the environmental.
My issue too is like they want the soft costs that they will cover are environmental studies, environmental impact review, inspection and testing for hazards or defects. And this was the good part, the engineering, architecture, or other design costs. But my question is, how far will the architecture part go? And this is my main beef with this, okay? Kate is in England. I asked ChatGPT just for fun, how much is it going to cost to have the plans stamped in Vermont? And it said, chances are it'll cost you just as much to have those plans stamped versus hiring an architect. And hiring an architect, you're going to have somebody who's holding your hand the whole time. We won't be going into this blindly. And I think that's my main issue is
Then you
I
can
don't-
handle permits.
right. They handle the permits, they handle all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they ask you in the very beginning what your ideas and thoughts are.
But they go beyond that. They make
do.
sure that the you get your engineers in there and all that stuff and I am grateful to Kate for this. I am. But, so
Well, God love her, she was still in
Yes.
school, so.
my
Just
thought
getting
is
started.
this. I'm going to ask Parker Croft. I know that he's off in Hawaii probably right now, or he's off in Dubai or wherever he goes to work. But he drew up the original plans for the library. And he
Keep going.
he did them. And I wouldn't ask him to do them free of charge. I would say, listen, this is what happened to us. We had the person had the best of intentions helping us out, but it just, and here is what has been landed on our plate, and we don't know which way it's going to go, but we need some hand holding through this. And, you were nice enough to do it 30 years ago. Will you do it or consider helping us out again, even if you charge us, or do you know somebody who will help us out?
What about the guy that helped Kate?
Nobody helped Kate. No,
Yeah.
last, no. Nope.
Now, have you talked to Parker?
No, but my husband knows him.
So Mary was
That's cool.
able to talk to the person who was the library assistant in the 90s when they wrote up the previous blueprints. And the reason they never went forward was because they didn't have a place for the septic system at the time. It was before that little bit of land was allotted to us. So that is why that plan never went through, is they just didn't have a place for
Who
it.
was the assistant?
Oh, she told me and I can't remember her name.
Might have been Kathleen. I don't know. It's probably in this stuff here. I'm not sure because I know that Sue Tillotson was on the board then.
I think my mom was. I can ask my mom.
I don't know. That was pretty long ago, Anna. Well, no, I know that, but 30 years ago, 30 years ago.
Yeah, because it was
Well,
like
maybe
92
I-
the
oh,
plans were drawn out.
So,
Not at all.
Well, I am, but I don't think my parents were living in Bakersfield yet.
But I'm just thinking that
He around,
Right around them.
yeah. I think
95.
we
I
moved the
think.
same. Oh, because we moved in 93.
Yeah.
You were still there till 95?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because I came here before kindergarten.
okay.
I feel so old.
so if we
This will, so be quiet.
I was born in the 70s though. Yes, she makes me
Yeah.
feel old. My son was born in the 90s, so
Yeah, just be quiet. One of us is very, very-
Yeah, on this side of the table.
So,
And-
so it's, like I said, it's a competitive, grant process. We do stand a pretty good chance of getting the funding if I had to guess. But I'm not thrilled with what they're going to give us, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, but why don't we have the architect draw up the whole thing? And then if they approve some, you know what I mean? And go for the whole thing and
Right.
let's see what they, rather than just try and.
Well, they said, no, if you were planning on the library room for the kids, forget about it. You know, because your phone went off where I texted you and they said, oh, it sounds like something positive.
If I need to watch this recording.
Yeah.
I wasn't that thrilling, but it's,
yeah.
I don't think that they recorded the Q&A.
Oh.
They, I don't.
I think it was
They
still
think-
recording. Yeah.
So like I said, it's competitive. We check off pretty much all the boxes for that. We do not have anything in progress. We don't have anything.
We're a small town.
We're a small town and
No, one of the questions, and no one else asked, and I didn't want to waste my question or go back in line to ask again because it wasn't important. But I thought I saw on one of the slides that it said that it was a grant, a reimbursement grant. Did I imagine that?
I hope so.
I'm looking
I
to
hope so,
see if
too.
I took a photo of it.
It was one of the ones that I felt like she kind of went by fast because I looked and I saw the word reimbursement, but I don't know if that was not
I
reimbursed.
don't
You
know
know,
if anybody could come up with money first time.
you have to live in Chittenden County.
Bennington.
In bigger.
Okay, so the grant closes on March 31st, 2026. At 11:59 p.m.
It's coming up.
When does it close?
March 31st.
And
But I mean-
isn't it crazy? Like my mind is already in next summer.
Yeah.
I am for the temperatures.
It's dinosaurs for summer reading, and I'm buying dinosaur bones that the kids can make 3-foot tall dinosaurs when we get our summer reading grant.
Yeah, I love it when kids learn about dinosaurs. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like it when fans like, what's that one? And I'm like, I'm not sure.
we know that the Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah. I'm like, I got that one.
There is a book
I used to
crate.
have it as a pet, so.
I purchased a book that has all of the dinosaurs and how to pronounce them.
That's nice. I like the books that have that.
Yeah.
Hadley,
Yes.
the following activities are not choice limiting actions. Developing plans, awarding bids to an architect, gaining support from the community for a project, or obtaining estimates from a contractor. These activities fall in the category of soft costs and may be eligible for reimbursement if they take place after the grant is awarded and included in the scope of work. Is that what you?
That might have
saw?
been what I saw.
So it has to all be done, so.
But they do not cover, they made this clear, they do not cover her
Yeah.
or Mary. So if they have to close the library for something to work,
Yeah.
she doesn't get anything.
From them.
Right. Like it isn't like Merck where they
Yeah.
pay. So,
So are people putting in bids with no estimates and that, or are they?
They said what we should be doing now is getting estimates so we can write the grant, but not have bids yet. That was one of the Q&A when you were gone.
What's the difference between estimate and bid?
Whether we have said we're accepting bids
Yeah.
versus
Like,
we're accepting
That is
estimates.
Really gonna do
Oh, so we
this.
can get the
Yeah.
estimates.
Like the estimate is basically the
Okay.
bid, but
Alright.
we just
Yeah.
call it an
Something
estimate for the
different. Alright.
grant.
like, probably they want it, you decide on what your estimate is before the bid, so. But I was just very frustrated by this because,
The bid is if somebody bids on it and they're accepted, they're the ones that do it.
Right,
Estimate,
and-
you can get that from each one
anybody,
of us.
right?
Right. And
It's
they
not like-
and having accepted or having accepted a bid is could limit our grants and like take points away from us. So we don't want to have that done yet.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a whole point system, it's,
Yeah.
Points add up to.
well, the
that.
points, no, well, pretty much. It makes it, your library look better, it's their way of grading without looking to see
Who's doing the work.
who's, no,
Right.
who's
Yeah.
eligible, who's more
Yeah.
eligible and who isn't.
Yeah.
And then they
Meaning
read the
doing
ones
the
who are
whole-
more
whole
eligible.
percentage.
So that way they don't have to look at however many libraries apply.
Wow, we're gonna be busy.
But it sounds like they're doing one from each county, but then they have 6 left over after that. or
Yeah, it
you
makes
said
no
that, right?
sense. There's 20, they said 20 grants, 100,000 to $400,000.
Wow.
I mean, drop $400,000 on us and.
Yeah.
We can have a
we'll
whole
make
new
every dime
building.
work. We can.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, and like other places where I don't know if you were busy, the Haskell, they're like, what if the work we need to do is on the Canadian side of our building? Yeah, they're like, we'll talk after this. And then another one was like, I share a building with my town hall, like, am I still qualified? And like there's a lot of places like that. So I really feel like they didn't fully take
Take it
in.
out,
Yeah.
because it would change a lot for us. Especially that ramp, having a back door on this place.
Well, I'm even just thinking, having the kids back there would make adults feel so much more comfortable browsing if there's kids doing kid noises. Like
You're not the French doors, like
I,
making sure they're not escaping.
right.
Do we know of any libraries
Yeah, by itself,
in Franklin County that were there yesterday that were asking questions besides that?
I don't.
I didn't see Wendy or Sarah. I checked the list. I don't know who's, and I mean, Sheldon just had their library redone.
And Richford doesn't qualify because they got the last
Richford got
grant.
the last grant. Enosburg is fine,
Wendy's fine. She's got a beautiful.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Franklin is the only one, and there's this. I don't think they can do anything with that because that's a historical building. And
Right,
it's
and
connected with
they're
the-
actually they're the town is kind of getting pushed out by the library. The town is actually looking at building new town offices so the library can take over
Right,
the whole
yeah, yeah.
building. And yeah, I don't think Swan just did a whole bunch of work, so I don't think they would be on it. And I feel like maybe it's St. Albans, but they also just had a bunch of brickwork done, so I don't know.
And I mean, St. Albans is
Yeah.
a nice library.
Definitely.
Beautiful.
It is. It's nice, but.
My favorite library besides my own is Swanton. It's bright. It's bright and like
Future pillar.
yeah, and like you walk in and they just added like a glass window and doors to the kids' room so you can close it if it's a rowdy bunch. And one of the local artists did a whole bunch of murals on the outside. So it's really nice. And then you go upstairs and it's so quiet.
So I don't know what my life has just been whole thing lately. So obviously we need to, I mean, how do you even begin this when you don't even know what you're going to do?
We know what we're gonna do, we have that.
I know, but
You need to get an
we need to get like,
architect
Yeah.
to really,
right. And
because
that's-
right now, the estimate we got could be off by tens of thousands,
Okay,
because there's no real,
let's
um,
contact Parker,
Yeah.
Mr.
The
Clark.
problem is, I don't know if he's still here or not. That's the problem.
That, yeah.
And he doesn't exactly have a phone number. Very private. So maybe Larry might have something or an email or something.
I can ask Tim Smith if he knows any architects too.
Do not give me Laz.
I'll tell him anyone but him. I'll see him tomorrow.
Well, you can't say that, but you can just say other things.
No, he knows. He's the chair of my other board, so he knows.
Okay,
I can ask Charles too. I know Charles has worked with that guy and he did all right with him, but I don't know if, I don't think he was paying him. He was just going off his design,
right, yeah.
so.
I can ask Frank too, cause he.
Yeah, please ask around.
Engineer.
Oh, yeah, then he would know somebody. Please ask. Holy cow, anybody.
No,
Rebecca,
not anybody.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I
Just
do.
Yeah, Tim's the FCIDC director, so he works with architects all the time too.
okay. Let's get that underway because I mean our septic is pretty much a given because that's what's his name? Jarvis.
Mm-hmm.
Michael.
Michael. Well, I knew him. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he'd have the design. We probably want to talk with like Gary Draper or someone, because they'll do the.
I don't.
stuff.
I would prefer that you know these people. I mean, my husband knows these people, but if you could talk to them, that would be great. I've just,
Yeah, and that's fine.
you know, I'm
We need a lot of people for this, but the
Yes.
architect can.
okay. So are you done, Hadley, with that?
Yeah, I think we've.
All right, so Facebook website, how are we doing with that? I went on the website today, still has October's schedule
So
on there.
it does still have October schedule, but I updated the actual kids page and the actual adult page, so now I have things to link to for the calendar. So that'll be done tomorrow. The bylaws I put on the trustees page, and then when I looked at it, it takes up
Yeah,
so
like
much room. So I'm going to create an own policies page.
Right, no
Um,
link, yeah.
But it's going to, but right now it's still there because it's better to have it there than not. So
And are we still getting our stuff to the paw prints?
yes,
What's the problem?
it's the
School
school.
letter. So the 2027 budget, I submitted it. I noticed that we left the telephone the same and I couldn't remember what the deal was with that. But I had to up a couple things like the FICA and stuff. I had to up that because I did the math on that. And a couple of other things that needed to be up. So I just took the telephone line out. I explained to Tom that we now had Fidium or whatever it is here, and that these two now are together, and this is this. And then I explained that Our electricity and our oil bill is going to be kind of wonky for the next, I said, probably 3 years. Because we don't know what's going to be happening here, so we cannot give a definite. I said so, and I did go in and talk to Tom about this, about making it an energy fund for right now, or just making it flexible that if our electricity goes over, that we're taking it out of the fuel oil, because
What's it been for the month?
We haven't gotten our electricity bill yet.
Can you get it online?
I've never looked it up.
yeah, you can.
Yeah,
if
but
it's
I mean,
if it's
yeah, I just don't know if we
GMP.
have if anyone set up the online account. I'll look tomorrow.
I doubt that anybody has. Yeah,
That would be good.
I would,
especially
but you
if-
can set it up and take a look.
Did Larry say when to shut that off?
20 degrees,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so
like tonight.
tonight?
Well, we actually, Mary and I talked about that. She's actually reset the boiler
Thermostat?
for downstairs to be more oil up here because we're turning that off because it was not warm in here yesterday. I mean, it wasn't cold, but I did not feel like cozy.
I had to shut ours off, but our needs recovering, and then our baseboard does a lot better, so.
Yeah, so we're, and I feel like that's barely keeping up today.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah, there's like
It's
5
full.
out, so
Yeah.
you can shut it off, yeah.
So just make sure that, because I don't
Yeah.
want anything.
Does anything happen to it, or is it just work less efficiently, basically? Once
It's
it goes-
kind of blowing.
It just literally can't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly they're making them now,
They
that
can.
well, but,
Oh, great.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But
That's
whenever you're in, you're always gonna find, yeah. Oh,
So, yeah, the budget's been put in, and I talked with Kathy, and Kathy talked with me again about you two. And Christine does have to run for her seat.
Well, no.
We're just going back and forth
Oh,
for this,
yeah.
but I mean, I'm good with nominating her. It's not that big of a deal because,
Yeah.
Oh, we sold our house. Bye bye. I mean, whatever.
Oh yeah, Christine might be leaving us. I don't like that.
So,
Sorry, I just have to announce that.
because
I messed up.
Oh, Christine might be leaving us.
Oh.
yeah, that's what I said.
It was so bad. Not congratulations. I'm so happy for you for the decision.
But so Christine
Yeah.
and Anna have to run for their spots, so I'm gonna need you with me.
Yeah.
And you could help too by being there, so we
Yeah.
can get this done.
Running. We have to write up a little thing.
Nothing, no,
Yeah.
we just nominate you from the floor.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The only time I'd worry about social media is if that person that sometimes
Jess
decides-
Villeneuve, and a lot of times she's late, and I just nominate her for the grand juror. That settles that. She's got a job,
Right.
so
And when does that happen?
town meeting.
Next town meeting?
Yeah.
Do we have to go there?
Ooh,
You
I'm-
should.
you should go.
Okay,
It's a
I
time.
imagine it was a good time.
You should print up a bunch of posters and post them all over.
Yeah, with
town
your
so people
picture.
will know where- yeah.
With our faces.
Yes, definitely.
But it is a good time. I think that town meeting is a good time. I enjoy going.
Me too.
When is the
I was so sad when I.
It's the
missed it.
first
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
first Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because
10 o'clock.
Finn won't have school.
10 o'clock.
AM?
Yep.
First Tuesday of March.
And it's usually done by,
I'm
it's
sorry.
usually- I think it's 10.
I think it is.
10 to noon.
Okay, oh, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Wednesday, the week before Finn won't have school.
Oh. I was like, I have work, and then I was like, no, it's a Tuesday. I said,
I'm telling you, it's a good time.
all right.
Something always happens at a meeting.
That's right.
Mostly Polly, but.
Oh, I know.
What?
Did I tell you that
She's so sweet. I love her. She
Okay.
just forgot her hearing aid.
No,
Oh.
she has them in, but
Okay, so,
my report is in progress for the town.
okay, good. I don't know when that has to be in, but like I said, Kathy said that I have to meet with her sometime in December, so. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Kathy.
But
and
we
I-
got our budget in.
Yes, our budget is in, and I have not heard anything from anybody. Usually Nikki will drop by or
Yeah.
say something to me if something went awry, but I think it was maybe when all was said and done, it was really weird because it was like 800 on one side and a little more on the other side. Like the overall ask was only $800
Cool.
before what we take out, which doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. I don't know. It was just $800. So I might have made it an even thousand actually, now that it's
Oh, because you updated. the
Right.
FICA and stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
so
Thank you.
okay. So
It expired.
I'm tired.
Oh,
So
baby, it's cold out, so.
we have the new business. We just have some personnel matters that we have to discuss since I want to start with the time thing. I think that we need to go to a computerized clock in, clock out system. I'm looking into different apps for that.
That would be easy.
Yes. Hadley, I know that you are coming from Swanton and that, yes, we get behind snow trucks, we get behind farm vehicles, we get behind that. But I think that we also have to take into consideration that maybe leaving a little bit earlier is a good idea. And because this is a public building. We are working for the taxpayers and this is theirs. And we're supposed to be open, the hours that we state, and being on time is really important. And I understand being flexible and all that, but I just think that we've got to do something to ensure that timeliness is a priority here, because it just feels like it is not. And so I think this is the way that we have to move forward, is to probably look into getting this software put on the computer so you have a code that you check in with and that we can see, because it's not fair to us as trustees to have to babysit you, and it's not fair to our patrons either, who might want to come in or whatever. We say that we're open, we got to have people here. So that. And then the other issue was yesterday I came in and my husband and I walked down here, and I was very dismayed by the state of the library. There was stuff all over the floor. It was clearly not vacuumed. I'm still looking at these boxes that have been here for a month. The trash was overflowing. Recycle was overflowing. There was stuff on the floor behind the desk. And I mean, I don't like saying this, but this is the town of Bakersfield's building. This is the town's library. It belongs to the people of this town, and we can't treat it any other way. It has to be clean. It has to be safe.
And we do have the mice problem.
When we have the mice
That's
problem,
huge.
and I just. I come in and I look at this and I'm just, when you go into other libraries, you don't see this. You just don't. I've been in many libraries and it's just frustrating to me. And I told the girls yesterday that I'm very disillusioned because I came from Cheryl and Cheryl had a paper problem. And we had a team come in and take care of that. And now I feel like we've got another problem, these chairs. What are we doing with these chairs? That's the whole thing is,
Yeah, I was gonna put them outside.
You put a freeze sign on 'em.
Yeah.
We got to clean up behind the desk. We've got to keep it, we still have tapes and stuff from when we did the floor over here. It's just. I came very close yesterday to leaving the board because I just feel like I've taken on another mess and I don't feel that I want the library to go in a direction that it's not going in, and I'm very disheartened by it, and I don't know. We put this brand new floor in and I'm just very disappointed. And I'm no neat Nelly at home, but I understand a workspace and a public space and what's expected. And I think we need to do better. We have to do better. There is no need. Have to do better. And so those are two things that, I've now talked about, and it's, a warning. So, and I mean, Anna, did you said something about maybe discussing what might be
Yeah, we had some like kind of just thoughts about maybe what could be like some possible solutions, because we obviously want to help you, and so potentially like some checklists that we could like work together to create that would kind of be like, hey, this is what kind of the expectation would be for like a daily checklist, maybe a weekly checklist, monthly checklist. That'd be something that we can work on collaboratively together. It wouldn't just be like us telling you, of course we'd all have input on that kind of the standards for the library. That was kind of something that we discussed that we thought might be helpful. If that's something that you're open to, it's a possible.
I mean,
solution to kind of.
even if we hired a maid Hadley or a cleaner to clean the library, they would be limited to what they can do on a weekly basis. We still have the responsibility of cleaning up stuff off the floor on a regular basis. I mean, there was this green stuff that was on the floor. I didn't even know what it was, but all I could think of was if kids come in from story time and you've got a kid that's putting stuff in their mouth, that's not a good thing. Or if an aged person comes in and steps on something that's rolled onto the floor, that's a liability upon us. All these things went through my head, and I just don't feel. I feel like the library the face should be a good one, and I've said this before, and that's so. And Anna, you said something about is there a reason why, or was that you, Christine, a reason why this is there a problem that we can't, I forget how you worded it. Unable. I forget who said it wasn't me.
Something that's
Doing
like if there are any barriers that
Yeah.
are where.
Yeah, that we don't know. It's like vacuuming before you leave, things picking up before you leave.
So I don't know why it looked like we hadn't vacuumed, because I had vacuumed earlier for Aiden. So there was.
Yeah, but then there's end of the day and then you don't have to rush and do that in the morning.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't want to sound. I feel like anything I say will
No,
sound like
no.
an excuse. So I don't want it to come across
We-
that way.
No, we're not gonna take it that way. We want the library to stay, and there's people that don't like the library in this town, so we just want it to look the best, but it has to be clean and it has to be safe.
Yes,
And
and
open on time.
I do understand that, and um I honestly I did not. I'm always cleaning up stands. That is, like I thought I had gotten all of it before you guys got here, and there's still some on the table. So that is one of those things that even though there's parameters around how the kids can use it, I'm still always cleaning.
How about like when I taught classes, I had it's a heavy one, it's a heavy vinyl table cover. So then you can just pick it up and put it in dump it in the trash. It's heavy, so you can fold it to
Right.
get rid of it, something so there's not paint on the tables and floors and stuff. I mean, it worked really well. It has like a cloth back on it too.
I can look into that.
Yeah,
Um,
I can measure the table and see if I have an extra one.
And one of the things, like this time of year, I sweep throughout the day. I apologize that it looked really bad yesterday. I don't know. I have no.
Well, you know what, and I understand it, but I think that's really good to have a checklist then,
Right. Yes.
and because I know Wendy's called it bullet points, but I used to have, and I might still have some left. I can show you. It's a things to do. And then you can check it off too. I still use lists like that. Or like do a dinner party or something.
Right.
I gotta know what
That's
what
what
I need.
Cause I make lists all
Yeah.
the time.
Plus I'm old, so I really
Bring it
need
up.
right. So it really helps, but
I mean, some things we are definitely here to help you with, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like getting rid of the chairs and like, random stuff that needs to get put in other places or donated, all that kind of stuff.
I just feel like, it just needs to be more professional looking back here, and I see just stuff. Do we use certain things up here that those batteries have been sitting there? The laptops can, all but one can be gotten rid of, right? I mean, these are all things that can be done. We've got empty crates downstairs that we can put the sandwich bags, and we have things available to us to put things in downstairs. For things, I just, or if and I said this in your last review, if the library doesn't need it and you want to take it for the bookmobile or for whatever, take it. That's the way I feel. It's like the solar system stuff. I don't think that we'll ever use that again. I don't know if we will, but I mean, maybe the bookmobile can use that. I don't know. Or if you think of somebody, but hanging on to stuff is not my idea of,
So, like the battery is for the snowblower.
No, I'm talking about the batteries.
It's there. Yeah, I have to. I can't find her contact information.
Then we need to find a way to just.
I have a battery thing that you can return them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you can return batteries at the dump too. There might be, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I am.
For the recycle,
Yeah,
yeah.
recycle,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right down here?
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah,
But-
Saturdays.
I'm just saying that
So where are they? Well,
they're in the donate
I can
here
take
thing.
those, okay. I can take those down Saturday.
So I'm just. I don't know. I'm.
We'll just throw
Would
those
it
chairs in the dumpster.
Also be helpful to kind of discuss what the expectations are for how often certain things get done, because I'm sure everybody has different ideas how often things should be done, things like that. That'd be helpful.
Like, I would feel
No.
reasonable that vacuuming twice a week would be.
Not during this time, I think before you leave, just that.
Right, yeah, vacuum, like,
Yeah.
on Friday night,
Yeah.
vacuum, so, the Saturday
Yes, to
people.
be dusted, cleared, the bathroom, that takes seconds to switch that around the sink. I know one thing, you can't throw paint down the sink, cause I've seen, picked out globs of it. You
Yeah.
gotta wipe it out and, you know, then you can, but back, I mean, it turns into.
Yeah, I tried to, I was trying to grab it before it went down.
Yeah, wipe, just, you can use wet paper towels. You could keep them in a canister or something, and then just wipe out the, whatever dishes that you use first. I mean, I used to use those baby wipes when I did an acrylic class. Everybody had to wipe all their stuff off, because it turns to concrete,
Yes.
and that would be expensive. And then we would fix that clog.
That's what my husband told me not to do it.
See? Didn't make it up. Yeah.
Oh, turns out he has reasons.
And what bugs me is the trash and the recycling. Cause it's so close.
And the town has told us,
Yeah.
use as much of it as you like, we're paying for the
Yeah.
dumpsters.
So
This is at the school.
the box is just here. I should have reached out. It's only here because I haven't had room in my car. That's the only reason it hasn't been here. And yeah, I should have reached out.
Yeah, don't,
And-
I've told you that from the beginning, you know, don't.
And
I got
there's,
anytime.
Yeah.
there is
But we
styrofoam
don't wanna
in it,
do it
but
all for you,
no,
but,
no,
yeah.
yeah. And I had talked to Mike about the chairs, and then it snowed because he did have a plan to put them out.
Do you know I'm gonna post them on Facebook Marketplace for free?
I think one of them is just really gross.
Okay.
But maybe somebody's up to part.
I can just take a picture of them too, and then if you put them out and then they're gone,
Yeah.
let's do.
I would do the Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
First come, first serve at the library.
Yeah, and then if you need to put them out.
Then let me know by Saturday.
I
I'm
think
not gonna put them out. They're gonna go.
that's gonna go to the dump.
Yeah.
Oh, to that dumpster, yeah, you can't bring those to the.
So, all right. So Hadley,
Stairs too.
unless you have anything else, we're gonna be moving into an executive session here and.
The only thing that I wanted to bring up was, and I meant to print it, the budget from that we're currently in. I wanted to know if there's enough, can we use some of that money to buy a pool pass?
I was thinking for this leftover from this year,
Yes.
because I brought that, I did, like I said, my week has been a shit show. I was gonna go through this. I'm sorry. It has been though, I'm not gonna lie. I can show you the pictures if you want. Yeah, I want to go through that. I would really like to see the kick step purchased if you haven't already done that.
I tried and then it got canceled, so I reordered. I just tried again. So
And I forget what else was on that list, Hadley.
just the computer, but I'd rather do a pool pass. Like people asked about the pool pass.
So they're
today.
still asking about Pool Pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big May. That's what I would use it too.
Okay.
Well, I did use a lot, yeah.
With the kids.
Like,
Okay, so
Brought
I
the kids.
will let you know about
Recently,
this.
he's like, it was
Okay, and see where,
great.
'cause I had him get it to me.
We should sell the
and
pink bed.
You and I'll make sure to touch base with you to see exactly where we're at, and maybe I'll even touch base with Tom. He did not give me, I'm a little bit upset, I think about this. Let me see. Like I said, I haven't had time to look. I asked him for the I don't, building improvement fund. It still shows that he has not moved it in, and I don't think he understands what I'm saying,
I noticed that as well.
and that's gonna be a problem. He doesn't understand what I'm saying.
Ask him what you think. Ask him to tell
No,
you
no,
what
no.
he thinks you're saying.
Yeah, well, I've tried. I've been in there and talked to him that this 8,100 has come out, but he has not put it back, and he acts like it's MERP money. And he doesn't understand that we took our money to cover the MERP money that we didn't have because he was looking in the wrong place for it, so. Okay. All right, Hadley, I will definitely get back to you on that,
Okay.
and please order that kick step, because we have to have that stuff.
Yes,
before
it
the
is.
year.
Yeah, I don't know why they canceled it the first time. So I rescheduled, I
Okay,
redid it.
yep, okay,
And we know you do a lot of good stuff here.
yes.
So it's cool.
So, all right, I'm gonna stop.
Yep, you can stop that.